back with a gameplay. Actually, this is no any ordinary gameplay. Actually, this is more of a talk and play with you guys. So, basically, a couple weeks ago, probably a month ago, I watched the new Pacific Rim Uprising, and there's a lot of pros and cons about it, and I thought maybe why not talk to everybody about it. You know what I mean? I'm just gonna turn everything down here so that you guys can just hear me. Alright. So yeah, sorry guys, I had to do that, but sorry about that, my friend. But the movie had a lot of ups and downs, and there were some things that just weren't explained fully. Hey, I'm trying to do a video, so I'll play with you later. Hold up. Am I smart? Get your shit out of here. Alright. So in this video I'm just gonna be, reviewing something like, good things and bad things about the actual movie. And might be spoilers, might not be spoilers. I don't know, because I don't really know what I'm gonna say. I don't have, I don't have everything planned out. Oof. I'm not doing that. Oh, I do need people for this, huh? Whatever, I'm just gonna do a patrol. Don't matter. Hello, and welcome to the, broadcast. We're just listening down some pros and cons of the new movie Pacific Rim Uprising. So, first, when you look at the trailer, it looks amazing. We get to see Stacker Pentecost and his son. The whole backstory line, how after the war, all the Jaeger, junkyards where people used to get rich. It's honestly kind of like a Real Steel reference. If anybody's seen the movie Real Steel, when they go to go into junkyard, collect some scraps, get out of there, use it for money. And honestly, the backstory was pretty okay. I'm not lying. It is a very good backstory, but to my extent, the actual storyline, from Pacific Rim 1, the follow-up was really pretty bad, actually. Surprising as that is, it's actually not the best. And personally, I feel like they should have told us more about Pacific Rim the first. Like they did say, oh, there's some heroes that we remember to this day. They showed Gypsy, they showed the real heroes, but I feel like they should have more explained how the breach started, how do we close it, because a lot of people are wondering, like, oh yeah, we had those legends like Gypsy Danger, Striker Eureka, Crimson Typhoon, General Alpha, and but what they didn't really explain is, how the breach was actually closed in the first place. I feel like if they more further explained that, I would have been a bit happier. But let's just cut to the actual climax of everything. So, it first introduced Gypsy Avenger, which has, he has, just like the original, I think it's, a nuclear core right in the middle. And then now, the Gypsy Avenger now has another core under it. Like a little small core under it. And according to some research, that actually has to do with some sort of gravity sling. Which, I don't know if any of you've seen the trailer, but that's what it does. It's a gravity sling in which it just grabs any certain objects, just grabs a group of cars, and then you can just, just kind of throw it at them. So I thought that was actually pretty nice and everything. At first, I was like, what they call him, Gypsy Avenger? But now, like, there's some bad things about it that you look at it at first, but then you gotta remember they made new versions. These ones I think are like 7s. I believe. But either way, the introduction was okay. The Stacker Pentecost, his backstory is pretty alright. I'm not saying anything bad, but I'm also saying that, how do I put it? That at first, the first time we see Gypsy Avenger, and I guess he's fighting the Rogue Jaeger Obsidian Fury, that they made Gypsy kind of trash. They made Gypsy look like trash, honestly. They made the whole entire Jaeger program look bad. Because of the fact that, you know, just when random Jaeger just came from the water, next second we see him beating the hell out of one of our favorite Jaegers, Gypsy. And, you know, it's not until the leader says, "Oh, follow my leader, son," and stuff, and when they actually start doing somewhat good. But either besides that, Obsidian Fury just, you know, beat the hell out of Gypsy, and, you know, it made him really look bad, personally. But, you know, it's not really something I could change, but, you know, it's just an opinion. It's stayed. Oh, but, you know, it's not good that, you know, they made him look really bad at the moment. You know, he's getting hit frontwards, backwards, and everything. You know, I thought both of the mines were linked, so then he didn't have to say, "Oh, just follow my leader," you know, follow like that. I thought your mines were connected, so you would both know what to do. There's really shouldn't be any communication when you're in a Jaeger. All the communication that never happens should be, what? Through the Neuralink. And yet they're still talking, "Oh, follow my lead, oh, do this, or plasma cannon now," or something like that, you know. It gets you to think, why? Why do you need to communicate? Aren't you both already linked with a neural load, or aren't you guys just linked already through a body of a gigantic machine, just as it says in the first movie? You never heard them, you know, in Pacific Rim, in the original, you never heard him say, "Oh, activate this or activate that." There was one part when Mako Mori knew there was a sword, and even though they're both connected to a neural link, apparently he didn't know. That I found kind of derpy, but, you know, it's an old movie. You know, you gotta give it a break. And now it's 2018. You know, we're expecting a little more, and I honestly expected more of a, you know, natural neural link between them. If he knows there's a sword, he should know there's a sword. You know what I mean? It's just like, it's basically saying that the neural load was for nothing. It's just saying, oh, the neural load is just to pay more attention, it's just to, you know, make everything sound more badass. Because I guess if you aren't really connected, because of the fact that, you know, if somebody knows there's a plasma cannon and the other one doesn't, it just makes it useless, you know what I mean? But, you know, they made Gypsy look a little bit bad, but, you know, honestly, if you loved the first one like I did, the second one, you're going to be slightly disappointed, to be honest. There's going to be a lot of things that they say or anything, you know. Okay, yeah, they're spoilers, but whatever. But at one point, the Stacker Pentecost and another refugee, and, well, I wouldn't say refugee, but somebody with the in the trailer, the girl who uses that little robot, and that robot's name is Scrapper. Basically they get taken to the military base, and, you know, she starts saying, "Did that haircut just call, you know, Stacker Pentecost?" You know, she says stuff, you know, like pilot of Coyote Tango, basically the savior of the world. Honestly, I call BS on that, because if we all remember from the original Pacific Rim movie, it wasn't Pentecost that actually saved the world. What he did is he fought pretty well, I will say. But, well, so, basically, how do I say it here? It was Stacker Pentecost that, yeah, he probably did use Coyote Tango. Maybe that was that Mark 1 that we saw in Mako Mori's, head, when, you know, we figured out that she was in daughter that he picked up and raised. Probably I would assume that's Coyote Tango, and if it isn't, I'm going to be disappointed. But let's just say it is Coyote Tango. Yeah, she got that part right, but she completely forgot about the actual pilot of Striker Eureka. He was the pilot of Striker Eureka at that point. Yes, and I feel like they forgot about that. But which they pointed that out, and then she says the hero of the world. He really wasn't the hero of the entire world. He did help. He did assist Gypsy in a lot, yeah, because Gypsy just decided to put his arm out and then got his arm cut off. First second he went into the water. You know, what's the point of taking, rebuilding a whole entire arm? Is gonna get chopped off in literally less than like 10 minutes. Now, I found that pretty derpy, but I can't blame the movie for it because it's just a movie and it's already made in 2013. No, it was made in 2003. I'm sorry, but the fact that she said that, no, what Striker Eureka did is he did kamikaze himself. He blew himself up, and he did completely destroy 2 Category 4s and heavily injured a Category 5. Yes, he did do that. And yes, I have respect towards Striker Eureka and what he did. I do understand that. But then why don't they mention the other pilot? Why didn't they mention the other pilot then? Because the other pilot, no matter how much of an asshole he was, he still decided to nuke himself with Pentecost and Striker Eureka. But either the way, we gotta remember who went into the breach, who blew themselves up. It was actually Gypsy Danger, Mr. Beckett, and Mako Mori. Now, I'm kind of disappointed I didn't get to see Mr. Beckett or at any point soon. I'm kind of disappointed I never got to see him. But, I wish, they at least showed us something from there. And, yeah, I kind of wish I saw Mr. Beckett at the time now, saw him with Mako. Or is it just that Mr. Beckett, for a second he decided to save the world, he's like, whatever. No, it just became, one of those bad husbands and, just left. And Mako Mori's just deciding to, still care and everything. I don't know. I don't want to assume stuff, but I'm going to assume stuff because I can. To the fact that, yeah, I'm just going to say that he left. Or maybe he died. I don't know. But I don't know, man. Can I shoot down that thing? I wish I could. All right, but yeah. It was really Gypsy Danger that saved everybody's asses. It wasn't really Striker. Striker did help. Don't worry about it. Hell, it's damn straight. Gypsy would not have had it done without Striker. But if it weren't for Gypsy, nobody would have blown up the breach. If it weren't for the real 2 heroes as well, both of the scientists, now then that would have been problematic. Because if it weren't for those scientists, they would have just walked in and the bomb would have deflected off. So actually, if we want to thank somebody, we do gotta thank the scientists, because the scientists are one of the most important ones there to tell them that you need to take a kaiju with you. And it was Gypsy Danger who finally finished off the Category 5. It was Gypsy Danger who both let Mako Mori out of the escape pod as well as blow himself up. I know I'm referring to the robot as a he, but that's just my interpretation of the movie because I like robots and I think of them more as just pieces of metal. But that's all besides the point. To know that it was Gypsy Danger that really, it was Mr. Beckett that blew Gypsy Danger up and everything, kind of saved everybody else's ass. It wasn't really Striker Eureka who really saved the world. Or Pentecost. Pentecost was the leader of everybody, yeah, but it just doesn't mean that he's not like a quarterback and takes the blame or takes the credit for everybody's work. That's not how it works. So, honestly, I wish they kind of, talked about the legend of Gypsy Danger more. So, yeah, honestly, it's just a really big down on that. And there definitely has to be another movie because of the fact that I think it's Newton. Yeah, Newton, I guess he treated the neural load of a kaiju like drugs, and I guess he's, I forgot they're called, the ancestors, I believe they're called, are now in his mind or something. But that's all besides the point. You gotta remember that, there has to be another one because now they're going to repeat the same thing that happened in the first movie by rather creating another gypsy for Jesus Christ's sake. I guess they really love the gypsy name and just the gypsy model in general, because I guess so, and they're gonna do the same thing, I believe. But another thing was that in the original Pacific Rim movie, when the double event happened, they sent out all the Jaegers, Crimson Typhoons. They sent out Striker Eureka, but just told Striker Eureka just stay out, just kind of stand there just in case if they need help. Then you go assist them, but just kind of stay back. Don't do anything. So that's what they did, I believe. So they kind of just stood there until then Crimson Typhoon got his torn off, and General Alpha got shreked by acid from what? The same kaiju, though. Gotta remember, it's the same kaiju. I mean, I think his name was Leatherback. Leatherback did help in assisting in destroying the rest of General Alpha, yeah. But some more common sense could have been inherited by leaving. Well, yeah, they left Gypsy Danger in there, yeah, but couldn't Stacker just have picked another pilot at that time? If he already had an idea, right? Just randomly just go to your scoreboard that you were just writing down as the trials were going and pick the second best candidate and then have him be the pilot. So then you can have another Jaeger there just in case. And I'm pretty sure that Leatherback's charge would have not disabled Gypsy at all, because as he said, he's analog nuclear, yeah. So nothing really would have hurt him, or at least I believe. And man, I forgot the point I was talking about. I remember now. General Alpha, the first the last Mark 1 standing, and Crimson Typhoon were all being deployed against just one single kaiju. So they didn't even kill him, barely injured him actually. Crimson Typhoon got a couple shots in, and General Alpha got a couple punches in. But the fact knowing that whatchamacallit, that they both died from the same kaiju. I understand you wanted to give Gypsy and Striker Eureka alone because I guess so they're just the two main robots of the whole story. But in Pacific Rim 1, they pulled that off okay, but in Pacific Rim Uprising, they just got rid of all of them so quick. And I guess the Jaegers were made out of plastic, I guess, because yeah, there was a trailer, and I believe there was, let me see, there was 4 Jaegers, including Gypsy Avenger, and with the trailer, of course, I think we all should know, the giant kaiju, the mega kaiju that, was formed. So, with that being, with that, they just completely got rid of all the Jaegers so fast. And of course, which one was the last one? Well, handy dandy, of course, Gypsy. And they just basically just got rid of this one so fast, got rid of the other one so fast. It's honestly kind of disappointing. Give me 1 second, guys. Sorry about that, everybody. But as I was saying, there's a lot. So they got rid of the Jaegers extremely fast. Like, one thing is if one got beat up and then the other one got a couple hits in and then the other one just died right after. But the way that they got rid of the Jaegers, it was just bada bing, bada boom, get out of here, just blap, blap, blap. You know what I mean? They just really didn't want all those Jaegers there. They got, and the fact that the Jaegers are all made out of plastic, they just freaking, one of them just grabbed one, flung them across like 6 buildings, and that I would understand if they got destroyed that fast. I would understand if they got hurt like that, if you got the Jaeger and threw it across multiple buildings, yes, I would completely understand. Then if that one got completely destroyed. But I wouldn't understand the fact if one Mega Kaiju just kind of went, grabbed his arm, kind of swept his arm under a Jaeger's leg, and then completely abolishes it and just gets rid of it entirely. He kind of, just kind of tripped the Jaeger and her leg just went dead. Like, her leg just came right off. And the other one, the heavy Jaeger, oh my god, the Mega Jaeger, the Mega Kaiju just picked it up, ripped it in half, done. And Gypsy, he just kind of grabbed his little claw and just kind of shanked the Pentecost's pilot, like co-pilot, just kind of went in there and kind of shanked it. And then of course the refugee girl comes in to assist. They end everything off, and honestly at the end was the Mega Kaiju's reason for going, to this exact location, which I don't want to say. It was worth it. It was okay, yes, and I completely understand it. The scientific elements, I guess I would say, of everything that was going on, like the certain things that they used and stuff. How apparently kaiju blood does something. I found it honestly pretty impressive, to be honest. It was pretty impressive on how they interpreted all of the. Oh my god, I gotta change this gun. But honestly, their interpretation of everything was actually pretty good. But the fact that, that Mega Kaiju just kind of killed everybody so fast that we didn't even have time to realize that everybody was dead. We're like, oh, wait a second. All of the Jaegers just died, like, right now? Like, they died so quick, you honestly have no time to react. You're like, wait a second, oh shit. Like, you don't know how fast everybody can just die. You're like, everybody's dead now. Oh. You don't really have enough time to actually, like, go, like, see in your mind. Everybody's damn dead. Oh. You don't have time to realize anything. So, I found that disappointing at first, but to think of it, I don't care if it's a Mega Kaiju or not. The thing is, you should still have some fighting scenes in there. Just, they beat up a couple, they beat up a couple Jaeger, they didn't even kill. All 4 of those Jaegers just injured the Kaiju. First second they turned to Mega, everybody died. Like, insta-died. Almost. Pretty much insta-died, yeah. So I was pretty upset at that, but... Wait. I was really upset with that, but... and then, they do what Gypsy did in the first. Killed Gypsy Avenger. Made him blow up and killed the Mega Kaiju. And this is pretty cheap, pretty original, yeah. But I wish that they kind of did something newer. Something a bit more new to it. But, what can you do about it, you know what I mean? Do you mind not taking my kills, you ass? Goodbye. I just hate when people take my kills, I get angry. It's besides the point. But
honestly, but let's just talk about the pros of the movie. The pros were that the movie had an interesting timeline. The movie had some good action. Introduced the new Jaeger, the Rogue Jaeger that was piloted by. I'm not saying, but the Rogue Jaeger Obsidian Fury was very, very nice. It was actually pretty cool. I like it. Idea, great job by that. The action, the cool Jaegers, their badass moment. It was really nice, honestly. But the hold up, collect endurance from any Vex. Okay, I was impressed actually. And the fighting scenes were very nice, except the one in Sydney. They just made Gypsy Avenger just look like like complete shit. But I can't judge it because they had to do what they had to do, I guess. I don't know. But I don't really know how to explain it, but to my surprise, they pulled off the action very nicely. They did what they had to do. And yeah, honestly, if you guys want me to, start making more of these sorts of little talks and stuff about all these different kinds of movies, I did watch Tomb Raider. I can give opinion shows on that and everything. If you guys want to do that, guys, leave it down in the comments, alright? And I don't want to, end the broadcast right now, but the fact that it said the Wi-Fi is not so good, I am going to end it. I appreciate for that one person that did come in. You guys can maybe drop a like, like and subscribe. I do these a lot, or I'm gonna try and start doing these a lot. I really appreciate everybody that watches my videos. Thank you for at least 13 subscribers. That really warms my heart to know that at least 13 of you guys care and like my stuff. But as always, guys, I will see you in the next episode. Bye.